How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a lovely day. Bengals Titans. Another intriguing matchup between these two teams. If we remember the playoffs, the last time these two teams matched up against each other, where the Bengals would kick the game-winning field goal to win that one. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow was sacked 9 times by this vicious, ruthless, and just downright dominant Tennessee Titans defensive line. This season, the Titans found themselves trying to figure things out without their number one pass rusher throughout this season. Simmons Autry really been stepping up and playing well. But the big question is, how are they going to fare against a Cincinnati Bengals offensive line that is, well, actually looked really good these last couple of games. They went up, which was probably the biggest game of their season. Best performance they've had of the year without question last week against Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, and company. A team the Bengals have struggled mightily with in the past. The Bengals offensive line has struggled throughout really the last 2 years at stopping that game changer, that game wrecker on defense. TJ Watt being that guy last week. And they contained him pretty well. So the Bengals offensive line feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Played some really good ball these last 2 weeks, and it's shown. Entire Bengals offense has played some really good ball these past couple of games. And it was kind of talked about when Ja'Marr Chase originally went down. Ja'Marr Chase could have been can't even say it, but we're going to say it, could be the best thing that happened to this Bengals football team this season. Not because he got hurt, the guy's a phenomenal talent, but the fact that this guy can go down and this offense can find its footing without him and get in stride without him and just start playing some dominant football, the play the football this team was expected to play this season while he's gone, and then you get your number one guy back, and you become just this unstoppable force. Right now, we're seeing that come to fruition. The Bengals, T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst playing really well. We're seeing some of these young guys step up. Joe Mixon played a little bit better a couple weeks ago. Tough sledding against Pittsburgh last week, but it's going to be like that sometimes. I still thought he looked a lot better. I think he was cutting while he's moving forward a little bit better. I think we're seeing some progression. We'll see how Mixon's doing if he even plays this week, really, here, being in that concussion protocol. Ja'Marr Chase, same story. Will he play this week? I don't know. You go from on crutches a couple of days ago to on the field next week. It feels a little bit like a rush. But I think this is, again, a Bengals offense that's proven they can move the football down the field without him. T. Higgins really stepping up these last couple of games. And you expect that. This is a guy that can be a number one on a lot of football teams. Let me tell you what, he's a talented player. But I think what is important here, the matchup we're all going to be watching, without a question, is Derrick Henry versus this Cincinnati Bengals defensive front. The Bengals have been pretty solid stopping the run when DJ Reader and company are in this football or in the game. DJ Reader obviously missed some games due to injury. He comes back, and I expect to see a Bengals defensive line and defense improve with him on the field. Of course, they're still down Chidobe Awuzie, but you look at the Tennessee Titans and you know what they want to do. They want to run that ball down your throat. You want to ride Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in the league. Absolute monster back there. And they're going to hand this guy the ball 25, 30 times this game if they can. It's up to the Bengals to get off the field. This is the concept. It is the game plan of the Tennessee Titans through and through. You run the football down the throats of the opposing team. You wear them down. You keep the ball out of the playmaking, the talented Joe Burrow's hands. And it's how these Titans have been playing exceptional football, beyond exceptional football this season. Really, they haven't allowed, even the Chiefs. They held the Chiefs to 20 points this season. If you take out the game against the Buffalo Bills where things didn't go too well, this defense has been outstanding for the Tennessee Titans. Again, even without one of their best pass rushers, they're finding ways to win games, finding ways to hold teams to scores that, again, their offense can score and keep up with. An offense that's not going to typically drop 30, 35 a night. But they're an offense that just does everything right. They know how to keep possession of the football. They don't make too many bad mistakes, bad turnovers. And again, can the Bengals get off the field? It's so crucial in this football game because if they can't get off the field and you find the Bengals allowing this Tennessee Titans defensive front to get rested, stay rested, these pass rushers to stay well rested throughout this game, have a lot of energy in the third and fourth quarter, you're going to see these guys close down on Burrow and this Bengals offense and really take control of this game because, again, when you have one of the best running backs in the league, it's easy to maintain a lead if you're wearing down opposing defenses, and that is so crucial for the Bengals to get ahead early, play aggressive. This is a team, put the ball in your franchise quarterback's hands. When they do that, good things happen. Get ahead early and don't look back. Tennessee finds themselves ahead halftime, you got to be a little bit worried if you're the Bengals. You never question this team with their abilities to get out of deficits and holes, but man, I can feel it in Tennessee. You've seen it start, the slower start from it. Just feels like they're getting to be a better and better football team every single week. We're starting to see Burks really step up here. We had waiting on this guy. He's a young guy, talented player. Takes a little bit of time for these guys to really develop, and we're starting to see this guy play some good football. Ultimately, I just think the Bengals are playing some really good football. When this offense is this hot, they're getting hot at the right time. They did the same thing last year when they're playing the do-or-die style of football that they need to play right now because they are 6-4. They are playing in a division where the Ravens have a less than stellar or less than difficult schedule to finish the season. You know you're going to be fighting for a wild card spot. 4 losses, you can't afford to fifth. They play with their backs against the wall. They play stellar ball, not to mention, again, they're just on absolute fire offensively right now. A team Joe Burrow, by the way, hasn't lost to 2-0 in his career against the Tennessee Titans. Fares fairly well against them. I'm not betting against the Bengals this week. I'm going to say Bengals 24, Titans 20. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.